There was a content warning. There's descriptions of death, child death, adult death, sexual violence. I think suicide was in there. Yeah, it's not a good time. So if, yeah, just sensitive topics do avoid. But yeah, this is the Mutated Reality demo. The second we played the first one as part of the Haunted PS1 Summer of Screams jam games. We are gonna do the second one because they released this part as a separate demo. So technically not part of the Summer Screams, although I will put it on that playlist at least for now, unless we get more Mutated Reality or yeah for the full version. I'll stack them all together, but I would like to actually controller does work. Okay, cool. We'll see how the camera responsiveness is. But yeah, we're going to play through this to get more Mutated Reality. I forget exactly which one this is, but it'll probably come to me as we get underway. Okay. To whom it may concern, the Rutherfords were already up by 10%. I said, isn't that enough? Isn't that already catastrophic? Was this the one where we were going down to the caves, I think? They told me no. They said that if it had increased once, it could do it again. I mean, with the amount of money they offered me, I wasn't about to decline. They'd already made me a rich man when I designed the storage facility. But this, it was triple. This was government money. Just in case we go to war with Russia money. It was life-changing. Sat at my desk in the facility, the fluorescent light, the uncomfortable chair, the unnecessary filing cabinet, and I looked at my graph paper. I didn't know where to start. What they were asking of me was impossible, but they didn't say I had to succeed in my task. I just had to try. So I started with the structural lines. There was a whole floor free just for this, thousands of feet of empty space, a playground just for me. Then I started adding in the necessary stuff, the stuff that couldn't move. There had to be an input at the top and an output at the bottom, and that's just basic gravity. But then I just kind of looked at the page in front of me and thought, what am I doing? Why am I even still here? It's been months since they needed me to oversee the facility being built. Where did that time go? Why hasn't my wife come to see where I am? Why haven't my daughters called me every night like they so often do when I go away? Bum bum bum, something's going on in the real life. Oh, that's right, yeah. You can't hang on radiation for too long. Do we have a run button? I think. Okay, that's flashlight. That's jump. That's crouch. Do we have a run button? I don't... Okay, it looks like it's a left trigger. It's not that much of a boost, though. Alright, so hazmat and gas mask area ahead. Seems like all the glowy goopies are radioactive. Oh, we got a hole. We got a pipe. Bonk. I think we broke some boards with something earlier. I don't know. There we go. It's a bit of a weird finagle to hold B and then swing. Actually, it probably wasn't as weird as finagle as I thought. Oh. Okay, we put it away. Yeah. Pistol in my hand felt heavy suddenly. It felt hot. I tried to let it go, but it was like it stuck to my hand. I shook it. I pulled it. It wouldn't budge. Suddenly, it was like I was being compelled. You know, like when you do a Ouija board, how they tell you how it's supposed to tell you that's how it's supposed to feel. I never felt pulled to any particular letter myself, but my college roommates proclaimed again and again that it was the spirits that made them spell out the word fucker. That's how it felt to me then. I just knew. I knew that what the machine should look like, how it should work. I still don't understand it myself. Science is completely above my head. I don't think it's present in any textbook anywhere in the world. But it works. They built it, and they told me it would never work. But some of the parts it was asking for didn't exist, would have to be custom made. I told them to do it, obey the design, do what it asked, and it would reward us, and it did. I don't know but that massive, great hulking thing of a machine increased the Rutherfords to the waist by 104%. I sit in my tiny office in the facility and hear what they want to do with it. I hear them talk about war, about insurrection, talk about the Soviets like they're not even human. They don't care that I'm in earshot. I'm just another lost soul trapped down here like the rest of them. Okay, so we made a little super weapon, maybe. Whoopsie. By enhancing the radiation of a... I feel like we don't want to be on top of that for long if we can help it. Okay, Miles J. Kaepernick, Chief of Research at Deep Fury. C.O. Nimrod. As in the Hunter. Somebody had a bad day. Rich beyond my wildest dreams, but I started to doubt that I'll ever see my family again. Ever brush my daughter's hair after a long day. Ever hold my wife close to me, hand pressed against her mouth in a brief moment of privacy. In those stolen moments, I would marvel at her. Woman, mother, creator. I would love her harder than I had ever done before. Since the machine is now complete and functional, I've sealed off the door to prevent casualties. The code is the year I was born, so consider this my resignation. I'm leaving. I'm going to try to leave. I'm probably going to fail. But I can feel my memory slipping away. I do not remember my wife's name, and I would like to hold her face in my mind when I die. Yours faithfully, Dr. Miles J. Kaepernick. Alright, let me check something real quick here. I mean, I was probably going to... Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay. Thanks, SturdyBot. Alright, so your birth. 1918. What is this set? And the tech is relatively low, so... Hello? Y to equip and unequip, by the way, on an Xbox controller. Thought I heard something, but notes. I was in a bar in Salt Lake City when I met Ben. Anyone could have seen I was in a bad state. I was wearing that ratty old jean jacket, the one Dolly got from me right after we got hitched. Stank of bourbon, but so did I. I turned to my right and Ben was there. I hadn't even noticed him sit down. He's that kind of presence. He can just slip right in anywhere. The kind of guy people tell their secrets to. In those days, anyone bought me a drink. They could have my life story for all I cared. Not like I'd get a lot of money for the rights. And Ben bought me a lot of drinks. When I woke up the next morning, I couldn't even remember his name. He was happy to remind me. But what I could remember was that he could help me. He told me he was putting together a commune. He'd found this amazing, mind-blowing place, and he just knew he had to share it with people. I pressed him, asked him what was so amazing about it, how he knew he had to share it. He just shook his head with this little smile on his face, the kind of private smile people have when they're in love. He showed me $100 bill, said it was mine if I came with him, saw the place, and still wanted to come back home. I had a Saturday to spare, so I said sure. I've always liked road trips, and I liked Ben, too. He always meets your eye, and that might have wigged out a weaker man, but I liked it. And that's how I ended up here. That's how all of us did. Okay. That's entrapment. Well, I like that in the legal sense in the, do I gotta give it a bonk? Yeah! Fuck them boxes. Fuck your packaging. Okay, those probably don't break. I do appreciate that they at least still give the, like, wood bulking effect, though. Actually, let me double check to make sure there's no, like, hole down behind them. No, okay. Place itself is nothing special. I mean, sure, it's cool. It's interesting. Spent hours poking around all the stuff the miners left behind. Ripping lab coats off skeletons and trying them on. But you never want to live here under normal circumstances. So they came after the initial project. But I never did win that bet. He waved that $100 bill in my face with that little smile asking me, "So, Ricky, you want it? You want to take the money and go home?" And I said, "Nah, Ben. Let's look around a little more. Let's go deeper." And he said, "Ha, Ricky, you're never getting out of here. She's got you now." He only had 2 other people there with him at that point. I think they were his family, but I never asked. I didn't really care. Maggie and little baby Susie. I spent a lot of time with them in the first few weeks. Ben went back out after a few days, Returned with some other lowlife that I saw too much of myself in. That was a cycle, his trips. He was fetching people for the economy, and he said. Felt to me that at the time that more like he was shooting fish in the barrel. My brain should have told me to run. This whole thing was dodgy as all hell. The place started filling up with men, all with that familiar dead-eyed thousand-yard stare. None of us left. I don't know if they felt what I felt. They must have done. When he collected 6 of us, Ben called us into a meeting. Maggie and Susie weren't there, which I thought was weird. He took them everywhere. Ben looked at us all as a group, and he looked so proud. We were supposed to be together like this, he said, and he was absolutely beaming. This is what she told me all those months ago. Oh, okay, this is probably Ben was probably the guy who wrote those notes in the first demo. Who was kind of referring to this whole facility as she. I get the feeling we're going across those pipes. Don't slip. Pop, 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 pop. Splish. Okay. The waste totally engulfs you in its warmth. You try to open your eyes, but find your eyelids a few shut. All you can hear is your skin fizzing and crackling as it reveals the flesh underneath. Oops. Thankfully, doors. Okay. Good checkpointing. Very good checkpointing. I feel like we just got to get a run up on that next jump, and we should be good. All right, hoop. There we go. Get that momentum, baby. That's the place we saw through when we came in. We started looking at each other like, what? Ben started going on about her. She said he'd found this place on accident on a hike one day. Said he'd heard a voice coming from under the ground, vibrating his feet, coming up to the soil and the dirt. He pushed the signs aside and gone down, down, down. Exploring but pushing, always going down with no one to tell him to stay put, like he'd done to us. He said there were floors underneath us, 2 more floors, and he'd gone down there, and he'd seen fascinating things, beautiful things, terrible things, things that would make a regular man go mad. But she'd chosen him, he said. She'd chosen Ben because he could take it. She wanted him to spread the message, to bring disciples. She could cure us, she could heal us. She'd take our pain and damage, give us new lives instead. Then Ben said, "Don't you all feel better?" And I hadn't realized before, but I did. I felt better than I had in years. My breath was strong, my eyes were clear, my mind was sharp. I looked around me, and all the other drunks were stretching their limbs, wide-eyed, taking deep breaths, just like me. And then he said it was our turn to spread the message, as his lieutenants. Okay. A little more peculiar there, buddy, but okay. Whee! Alright. Dear Diary, Mom came into my room today and said we're going on a trip. I guess this might be one of the kids. I get really excited because it's my 16th... Okay, maybe a little more mature than that. I got really excited because it's my 16th birthday. In a few days, we never go... It's my 16th birthday in a few days, and we never go anywhere anymore. She told me no gifts this year because money's so tight. But I guess she found some because we've been driving for hours now. We stopped a few miles back for a pee, and I got in the back to go to sleep. But I can't sleep. I'm so excited. I wonder if we're going to Disneyland or to go see Grandma. The only downside is she's picked up some hitchhiker. Well, I don't know. It kind of seems like they know each other. He knew my name, even called me kiddo. It's kind of creepy. Maybe he's going to get us into Disneyland? I'm going to go to sleep now. Night. Oh, wait. So Francis isn't Maggie. That was... Yeah, that wasn't one of the people with Ben. Oh, that's a big tray of goop. Spicy pipes. It looks like there's a slight gap on that one, but... Oh, here we go. Oh, do I not have my pipe anymore? That's kind of annoying, but if you lose the pipe on falling in. Also, there's another one to grab. We might have to start from the top and just skip the reading. Okay, yeah, it's not even letting me walk by. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, it popped back up. Maybe just use the one key. There we go. Okay. For whatever reason, the Y button wasn't bringing it up. That's fine. Thanks, pipe friend. Okay, back in business. I got scared there. That's more rockfall. That's more notes. Dear Diary, it's not fair. Maggie's been making me do dish duty when when I've been on laundry for weeks now. All because she wants to give the good chores to Susie. It's bullshit. It'll make a bad day even worse. Mom's been seeing Ricky again, even after I asked her not to. They try to be secret, but there's only so many places you can hide here. Ben blocked off a lot of the private passages, so we're supposed to share everything with each other. I really hate watching her with him. I don't think she likes it either, but I guess people can get real lonely. Okay. Was Frances like an older sister or older sibling? Interesting. And he said he'd been spending a lot of time with, unless Maggie's somebody else, but whatever. I hate this place. She's the only thing that makes it okay. I was pretended, when we went to church. Mom would be like, do you feel God's love? And I'd say, yeah, but it'd be a lie. But Ben asked if we feel her glow inside us, and I totally do. I really like Ben. He hugs me a lot, but it's okay. I don't mind. I give good hugs. Crap, Mom's calling me for communion. Oh, I haven't told you about that. I will when I get back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Bleh. I still taste that stuff in my mouth. Rank. So communion is like the kind of like church, except Ben is the priest, and the book is his writing, and the blood of Christ is the nectar. Tell me that's not the radioactive goop. It tastes real bad, but I always feel real good after I drink it. Ben says it helps keep us strong and healthy, and I totally agree. His writing is, like, really inspirational. He looks so passionate when he reads it out. Like, he gets this fiery look in his eye. Sigh. Gotta go. Dishes won't clean themselves. Fuck you, Susie. Alright, note there. I don't want to see if there's anything over here before we move on. Dear Diary, something's going on. Ben went down to talk to her again, like he does. But this time Ricky tried to stop him, said he wanted to talk to Ben. Ben screamed at him, which is not like him at all. He said something like, don't come after me, and he ran away. Some of the lieutenants picked up their tools, their hammers and wrenches, and started holding them like weapons, upside down with their fists. Maggie started screaming, and Susie started crying, but everybody else was really quiet, just watching. Ricky looked over at me, and I don't know, it felt like he was waiting for my approval. I don't know what came over me, but I nodded at him. It was microscopic, but he nodded back, and down they all went after him. It makes me sick to think about my baby being baptized by that monster. I hope Ricky gets him. Oh, we got tension. Oh, that's the church area. There's also a note over here. Dear Diary, Ben was in my bed again last night. I shouldn't call it a bed, really. It's a bunk. There's someone above me, someone beside me, someone below me. There's no privacy. They're the most awful moments of my life, and there's plenty of witnesses. Women gather in corners and giggle sometimes, cast looks his way, show off their hickeys or bite marks. They waved me over yesterday, but I just gave them the middle finger and kept on scrubbing. He's not the only one who sees it. The way Ricky looks at that guy, it's like he hates him. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure Ricky was like the first person here. Ben's always put his hand on Ricky's shoulder when he walks past him. Maybe I should be grateful it's Ben. Some of the lieutenants have privileges and they're ass-over-face ugly. Ricky's one of them, but he doesn't use that power. I know Mom actually likes him. Maybe he's not such a bad guy. Okay, I think... It sounds like Ben got jealous. Or Ricky got jealous of Ben using his status to... It's a lot of bunks. How many people is it? Hold on, we gotta count how many bunks this got up to. And check these lockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like 3 deep. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, 69 members to this cult. If they were on the bunk area, like I don't know if Ben had special privileges or anything, bed-wise. Your diary, I'm pregnant. No one has the periods down here, so I didn't know till I tried to put on my nice dress we wear for the baptisms. It wouldn't fit. I told my mom and Ricky was there. My mom looked so happy, saying she's going to be a grandma, but Ricky's face was so stony. He wouldn't stop looking at me. I got so uncomfortable. I think he was trying to tell me whether I was happy or not. I couldn't tell you myself. They tell me about 3 months along. I turned 21 in 6 months. Maybe me and the baby will have the same birthday? That'd be nice. Something to celebrate on my birthday instead of being surrounded by memories. Time for the baptism now. Mom altered that dress for me. Okay, so at least she was of age when she got impregnated. Still think Ben's a scumbag, but it's slightly less creepy. We read that one. Okay, we're on the other side. Other side of that. Oh, we can move the chairs, I forgot. I don't feel like we need to, at least not yet. Look if there's anything underneath any of them. So fucking lonely. I didn't want to put it all into words, but it's what I've done my whole life. How I dealt with it all, the abuse, the lies, and now the death. I didn't want to fucking write this down, but there's no one else left to tell. Where did I leave off? Ricky and the other lieutenants came back from the lower levels a few hours later. I could tell immediately something was different about them. Their eyes were so open. I don't think they're blinking anymore. It was like they'd seen something completely and utterly mind-blowing. They were grinning so wide, it was like their faces were going to split. Mom went up to Ricky and shook him, because he was just standing there, just staring off into the machine. And Ricky said they couldn't find Ben, and they had no idea where he'd gone, and they looked all over. But then he started babbling like Ben does sometimes, about the ether and the sky, mud and the sky and the stairs, the tower and the flaming light and the endless digging. They all joined in then, all the babbling nonsense words, until someone cried out, "Who will lead us now?" And they were all quiet and looked at one another. Ooh. Ricky said, "We thought she would choose. We thought only one of us would make it back up." The 6 men looked at each other, and it was deadly still, and I understood that they had all wanted the power, all thought they had been special. All had been lulled to sleep by her voice at night and broken day with her light. Okay. That's still a skeleton there. That's an exit. We'll check the altar first, even though there's noises. Feels like they're coming from that direction. Fight broke out before anyone could stop it. I blinked and suddenly Riley's dad was punching Steve in the face. And Ricky was trying to bite some guy's ear off. We didn't know what to do. We all just huddled against the back wall. Maybe we should have tried to stop them, but there was something about the fight. The punches were hard. You could hear bones breaking from the other side of the room. And as I watched fist meet bone, as I watched blood spray in a beautiful arc across the air, as I watched teeth rip through tendon and spit viscera, I found myself suddenly watching lips meet flesh, watching hands grabbing for purchase, watching bodies move together. I heard moans echoing out through the vast tunnels as the men sighed. They fought. They were grinding. They were ground. They were crunching. They were screaming. I watched the skin slid hot across skin, melting, molding, fusing. I watched faces disappear into the mess, into the mud, into the pile. I watched Ricky's face. I held his eye. I saw the fear and the rage, and I watched the hope leave them as his body crackled and fizzed, burning, dissolving, becoming. The cut on my arm was almost healed from where Mom's nails dug through it. She held on to me, but she couldn't take her eyes off it. Neither could I. Neither could anyone. This thing, this human puddle, this massive man, with Ricky's eyes still drilling a hole in my own. He looked right at me, and I think he tried to say something, but he just moaned. He screamed. I don't think he can do anything else now. Then the other lieutenants began, the sounds pooling into a reverb that you could feel in your skull. An arm reached out towards me, another towards Riley on the other side, and the thing began moving, stumbling towards us. It veered towards me, then towards Riley, then towards me again, reaching out its hand. I held my hand up and tried to take it. It was dangerous, but the pain radiating from Ricky, it was like I could taste it. I had to get that taste out. At the last second, it veered towards Riley again, stumbled and lashed out, and that's how my mom died. I know it was an accident. I know Ricky would never have hurt her. That's not Ricky anymore. That's not Riley's dad, or Steve, or Mike, or Mr. Hutchins, or Billy. None of them would have done what it did. I don't know if it was Mom's death or something else, but it just started attacking. So I ran. Okay, it looks like it's stuck there, but I have concerns. I don't know how long it's been. Ben used to keep time for us. If I was going to guess, I'd say a month. The nectar has kept me strong, but I've run out of run out and daren't go find some more. I hear her patrolling every now and then. I think it is the kind of schedule like lieutenants used to have. All I've got for company is this old diary and my swollen stomach. Oh, she's still pregnant. I can't stay here forever. I need to reach a hospital. I need help. Wait, what was that? Oh, you can help me? Well, okay. How do I... But he's... Just ask him? Sure, I'll do that. Thank you. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with... There's... I would have checked that open door first. I'm worried something else is gonna bust out from the other side there. He gives all $100 bills. To that point, I've been under the impression we had some sort of connection. But he taught us how to draw people in. Oh, maybe might be Ricky again. Gave us spending budget to buy him drinks. He said to target people who looked like they had nothing to lose. I must not have been the only one to react to that, because he did a little awkward laugh and said, "Look, she wants to help people. You all needed help. Don't you want to help other people?" And I piped up then. I stuck my hand up in the air and said, "Do you want us to leave? How are we supposed to do that?" There were nods all around me and hums of agreement. Ben did a little secret smile, and everyone fell silent. He took us to the entrance and said nothing. He ushered us out. Mike and Billy gave it a try, stepping over the threshold, eyes bulging, veins popping. They didn't last long, came back into the safety after a few seconds. Ben looked smug as all hell. I was about to ask what the hell we were supposed to do then, and he just said, "Try leaving now." And suddenly, we could. The pull wasn't gone, it was just a bit quieter. It didn't hurt to fight it anymore. "Now," Ben said, putting his hand on my shoulder, "you gotta go out of state. Harder to find people that way. The pull's gonna get worse the further you get away, but use that energy, that drive you have to come home, use that to close the deal." As we all headed out, I realized he'd called the place home, and I hadn't corrected him. Okay, that's blocked shut, but I think it's the other side of the pipes. Alright, okay, we got 3 minutes. Can I do this before the ad hits? That's the question. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. I didn't see this door before. I don't know why this one's not open. Let me check the other side here. Maybe there's a gas valve back in the hallway we didn't see. Not necessarily. Can I turn that other one off? I might eat a death just to see if it'll respawn me with the ability to break this. I don't know why it's not breaking. Whoopsie. Okay. I'll quick read everything after we go through all that stuff, but... We'll try breaking the boards before we, get to the, before we turn on the gas. Those that don't come after me, one. That's the church, so this, yeah, let's get this stuff first. Looks like we're probably going to get an ad. Yeah, it says ad starting soon. Since I'm just doing recap stuff, you're not going to miss anything. If the ad takes before I get back to finishing up in here. Ooh, pardon me. Alright. Hello, I'd like to finish. Oh, hey, buddy. Sucks to be the cave-in guy. Did look up a video of somebody else playing this, and we have to get rid of this guy before we can open the door. It looks like so. It's apparently clicking in took away my ability, but yeah, we got sparks now. Cool. So we'll just mouse and keyboard it. Or I guess we go down the hole. I feel like I should maybe turn off the gas before we can. Nope. Okay. Well, going down the hole. All right. Progress made. Here we are. 62 members. Men, women, kids. Yeah, okay. I counted 69 beds, so they got a few extra. It's been years since anyone last went out on a recruiting mission. It's cramped up in here. It's cramped in here as it is. Kids running around the place. A few babies from where people have been fucking. Not that I haven't been around for a bit, but it's hard to find a private spot. Those that do it out in the open. It's not my style. I know it sounds cynical. I was in the beginning, and I am now. But there were years in between those moments where I was truly happy. When I let her get light into my life and felt her glow inside me. When I was happy with the group. When I took whatever morsels of wisdom Ben had going and devoured them. But recently he's been spending days down there on lower levels. He comes back up and he's crazy. He's spouting nonsense for a good few minutes till he calms down, and that never used to happen. Last week, Mac tried going down there, and we all know what Ben did to him. In front of the children, for God's sake. That man is not the man I met all those years ago. He's a different creature entirely. We can't communicate without him finding out. He's got his spies everywhere. Most of the women are under his spell. Ooh, Ben, he's so handsome. I hope he chooses my bunk to crawl into tonight. But we shoot looks at each other, me and the other lieutenants. Meaningful looks. I think something's going to happen soon. He can't stop us all from going down there. He's just one man. I know he has to be stopped for the sake of the kids. He's not safe anymore. God, I never wanted to get attached to anyone in this place. Lorna was one thing, but Francis. Oh, okay, so he was attached to Francis. Got it. Okay, but this place needed a leader. She has to talk to someone. I feel maybe, I don't know. I feel like she talks to me in my dreams sometimes, or maybe I just dream about her. I don't know, but I could take it. I could do the job. I could do it. I imagine every other guy thought that as well. Okay. Don't think we're coming back up after this drop, so. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, the flashlight seems to auto-attract him. I feel like we gotta make a... Okay, the exit's that way, so I feel like we gotta make a runner. Okay, oh. Shit, yeah, we're dead. Legs we get out. Your legs give out as you tumble to the ground. Wondering if anyone would ever find you. Your last thought of what lies beneath. Please be... Okay. It's at here, so... D-flashlight. What's the crouch button? Control, okay. Got in, okay. Ah. Is it liftable? I don't know how to use the health kits. Oh god, I feel like we have to run these to certain switches. Maybe not throw them like that. Shit! Alright, well there's one out there we're gonna have to re-grab, I guess. That's the exit. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Seems like it'd smell me in the hallways no matter what. What's down there? What are the secrets? The secret of the universe? To life? To ourselves? Is she God? Does she know why God left us? I have to know. I have to know. Ben disappeared a little while ago. He went down there again. I pulled him back before he left, said we needed to talk. He just screamed at me, "Don't follow me," and disappeared. Steve and Rod grabbed some weapons. I think the rest of us followed suit. I think we're going down. Lorna was looking at me with her big, wide eyes. Frances just had that steely look, the one she only started being able to do since he... Anyway, we're going. She's healed my body and soul, my mind and my heart. I've never even said thank you. I think she'll be happy to see me. Alright. I'm wondering if the health kits heal you after the fact. Alright. We're gonna leave those in place just in case. Aha! We do have to get the switches over to there. That's annoying. Where's the one we threw? Is that the other side? Yeah, okay. Shit. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. That's a worse place for it. At least we know where it is. Ah, fuck me. Fuck. Shit. I tried. I think if we can get him to this corner and then around, we might be able to do a big loop with him. Also, I figured out part of why I've had this damn fruit fly problem as of late. Okay. Shit! Apparently it's a little bit my fault. They did follow me upstairs, but I also, probably should have taken some of my trash out a little sooner than necessary. So that's tonight's deal, and hopefully that solves things. Alright, so if I grab... Okay, we have to hold it. Oh. Shit! At least it's near there. Okay, the health kits heal you as you pick them up. So we wasted the two up top, but I guess they were there for if you like somehow interacted with the thing. Okay, I feel if we can get everything over here. Get in there. Okay. Hey, fuck you. Alright, well, there's at least one more health kit in the vents, so... I guess we can tell when he's further away when the radiation calms down. But yeah, if we can get all these to the vent, we have a decent shot at, give him an extra minute there. We have a decent shot at getting them to the thing one at a time from the vent. Oh. Shit! Where's the fucking control key? Oh, pops out here too. Fuck you. Or at least we know what we're doing now. We'll get past this bastard. Actually, if we somehow go if we hang our left there, that might be an easier... It doesn't drop... It drops down there, doesn't it? Yeah. Fuck! Oh, fuck you. We'll see how exactly this interacts at least. What? Oh, we just need one. Okay. Well, it's there. I just gotta not get caught. Okay. Okay. So if it's just one, hopefully they don't pull a one of these doesn't work deal. Let's try to turn the flashlight off too. Going for it. Okay. Got it. Alright, so the exit should be open now. That was thankfully easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if he's gaining on me. I don't want to know if he's gaining on me. Ignore me. Okay. That's a single click. Praise be. Alright, that was pretty good. I don't know if the full version's out yet. I bet I'll check as soon as we pop out of here. I don't think it is. I know these demos were done a ways back. But it's nice to get the full picture. Alright. Solid.